life might be playing small with you and not giving you what you want because you're playing small with life. Maybe for whatever reason, you're not committed enough or you're not loud enough about expressing what it is that you truly desire. Maybe because we're taught to play small with ourselves in our lives. We're taught that things have to be a certain way, we have to act a certain way, dress a certain way, do XYZ with our lives. We're basically taught like this is the way that things need to be in life in order to be successful or in order to have certain friends or be a part of a certain community. We're taught that life has to be one certain way when this just isn't true. You get to create yourself. You get to be whoever you want to be, and that is what the gift of being human is. If you want more out of life, and I'm sure if you're watching this video then you do, then stop playing small with yourself and ask for what it is that you actually want. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm rahozah, and if this is the first time that you're seeing my face, then welcome. It's so nice to have you. Today's video is about being delusional, okay? Being that person that has the wildest dreams, the wildest goals, the wildest aspirations in the room, and not being afraid of being talked about in any type of way, because it doesn't matter what anybody thinks or says about you. What matters is that you are staying true to your life purpose, your life passion, getting to know yourself deeper, and truly getting the life that you want to live. Our time here on earth is limited, so why would we waste it and spend it years and years and years of doing things that we don't want to do just to please other people or to make other people happy or to have other people not judge us because it feels unsafe and it's unfamiliar and it's dangerous and it's not the norm and it's risky, and all of these doubts and fears and reasons that will pop into our head as masked as logic, masked as security. You really can have it all. The issue is that you're probably not asking for it. I noticed for myself, the way that I was playing small in my life was that I was asking for things, you know, from the universe, from God, but the things that I was asking for were, although they were, some may think they're outside the box, to me, they really were inside the box. Like, they weren't exciting me enough. Like, I would set goals like, I want to be healthier, or I want to lose weight, or, you know, I want to manifest X amount of dollars, or I want to be happy. Things like that. Things that are pretty generic, things that people tend to manifest for, right? But I noticed that me saying those things were actually kind of limiting. Like, I want to be healthier. What does that even mean? So I said, okay, that doesn't excite me. Like, the idea of being healthier, like, whatever, it's not very exciting. But when I said to myself, no, I want to be one of the healthiest people on the planet, okay? It may sound crazy, but hear me out. I want to be one of the wealthiest people on the planet. I want to be one of the happiest people on the planet. Like, no more playing small. This playing small shit, yeah, it ain't working for me. I want that passion reignited in my life. I want to believe that I can shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars. Now, am I going to be the healthiest person in the world? I'm not ruling it out, but maybe, maybe not. But that doesn't matter, right? The fact isn't if I'm actually going to, you know, be the healthiest person in the world, the wealthiest person in the world. I might not even want that, but by shooting that high, literally like that quote says, like, shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars. No, I might not be the healthiest, but I will be the healthiest version of myself. Why settle for kind of being healthy, kind of feeling good about myself, kind of feeling sick? Like, no. That's not the life I want. It's not what I'm going to be aiming for. I heard, whose podcast was this? Honestly, I forget. If I remember, I'll put it on the screen. But I was listening to a podcast. It might have been, no, not Gary Vee, Tony Robbins. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly who, honestly, I forget. But in this podcast, the person was saying, it was like a male entrepreneur. I don't remember exactly who it was. But he basically said, take your 10-year goal and try to fit that all into 1 year. No, you might not accomplish everything on that list, but you'll be so much more ahead than if you only aimed for your 1 year goal, right? So he says, aim for more and even if you don't accomplish all of it, you're still gonna be so much more ahead than if you aimed for less. So it's about the passion and the excitement behind those words that push me forward to surpass my own self-made limitations. It also makes me think in a different way. So for example, if I tell myself I'm the healthiest person in the world, how does the healthiest person in the world act? Like in every moment, if I truly become that identity, if I truly embody, if I truly go about my life as knowing that my goal is to be one of the healthiest people in the world. And like, by the way, this is like kind of partially a joke. No, it's not even a joke though. It's like, I say it to myself and like, maybe in the back of my mind, I know like, okay, maybe not the healthiest person in the world, but like, it's still a strong enough, like, out there thing to say, you could say delusional thing to say, that it pushes me beyond what I think is possible for myself, my own self-imposed limits. So if I'm trying to embody the healthiest person in the world, then in my day-to-day, you know, interactions with food and with exercise, I'm constantly asking myself, how would the healthiest person in the world act and show up? Would the healthiest person in the world buy this right now? Would the healthiest person in the world sit on the couch for the next 3 hours? Or would she go on an hour walk and listen to a podcast or two? Really, the reason of thinking bigger like this, thinking and shooting for way more, is because it puts you in an all-in mentality. You'd put a lot more commitment on the line when you start to think like this and expand your mind to the limitless possibilities that are really out there for you, but you don't even realize that you're playing small by just asking to lose 5 pounds or get a little raise at your job. Like, you don't realize how much is actually out there for you. So you're playing small, and that's okay. Playing small is playing safe, right? We're only operating on what we feel is familiar. And if our life is constantly just manifesting based on what we think is familiar, then we're gonna live the same Groundhog Day over and over and over again. We're not gonna expand ourselves, open our vessel up to receive so much more, because we're not even asking for it, because we don't even believe that it's possible. When we shoot for higher and we just go beyond what anyone says is possible, we also expand our vessel to receive more than the regular person would. So being delusional is actually a superpower. It's actually a skill that you need to continuously develop and practice, and it's not easy, right? It takes a certain type of person to desire to even think in this way and to manifest the things that they truly desire, because they have the courage to think beyond the way that a normal person would think and expand their mind to the possibilities of their wildest dreams manifesting for them. I want you to tell yourself that you can have it all, that you are the exception. Why is it that as human beings, we always think that, no, other people can do it except for me. I'm the exception. Why, you know, I can't have XYZ. Why do we do that, right? That does not serve us. Why would we think that we are the exception to the rule in a negative way? We want to think that we're the exception to the rule in a positive way. We need to change that story. Like, look at examples of people who are less skilled than you, who are less smart than you, whatever it is. I'm sure they're out there, but because they're persistent, because they had the courage to dream big, they're able to make it as far as they have, while you're way more talented, way more skilled, but you're sitting here playing small because you're afraid. What if I don't get there? What if I'm not good enough? Oh, that person can do it because they're amazing, but what about me? All excuses, all self-imposed limitations. Tell yourself the story that you can do whatever it is that you set your mind to achieve. And will the doubts and fears and all the stories and mind chatter come in? Abso-freaking-lutely. And that's a good thing, because if we didn't have that, I would be more concerned, because that means you're not a human. So just be able to recognize when those thoughts, you know, pop in, and recognize that that does not have to define your action taking, that does not have to define how you show up in this world or your dominant belief system. Just because thoughts pop in, you don't need to identify with them so closely and allow them to dictate the way that you show up. You deserve everything. That's a huge point I want to mention as well, because a lot of times people think, you know, what makes me worthy? What makes me deserving of having everything? I'm just Joe Schmo from around the block. Well, I don't know where that came from, but truly every single person, so unique, so powerful, but you truly are deserving, and you need to know that. And definitely got to make another video on that to just remind you of your fucking power and your worth and what you truly deserve. So that's gonna be coming up very soon, but just remember that you are freaking worthy as hell of okay, let's go here. If a desire pops into your mind, that thought wouldn't even pop into your head unless it was meant for you. That's truly a belief system that I hold, that we wouldn't even get desires popping into our head if that was not possible for us and actually meant for us in some way. Now, of course, this isn't all desires. We have to know the difference between like soul core desires and momentary desires, which I have a video on and you can watch that above. But true core desires that we have that pop into our minds, we absolutely freaking deserve them. And to think that you are less worthy for any reason, that belief system has got to go. So going back to what I was saying about, expanding your mind, thinking bigger, going all in on asking for what you truly desire, doing this really puts you in a state of embodying that version of you. And embodiment is what attracts things towards you. Embodiment means acting like you are already that version of you that has that thing and is embodying the things that you would do if you were that version. So if you were the version that was the healthiest version of you, what would that person be doing all day? Embody that now. Do that now. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys off with this message, and that is to be brave enough to ask for more, to own what it is that you desire to receive out of life. Then whatever it is that you say you want to manifest and desire, I want you to multiply that, okay? Stop doubting yourself and your power and ability for greatness, whatever form that may show up as for you. I want you to truly reflect and think about who taught you to play small with your life. Who told you to stop wishing for things? Who benefits from you playing small in your life? Who benefits from you winning and showing up as your best and most authentic self in this world? How will the world change by you stepping into your true fullest potential and your power and your authentic self for this world? How many people would that impact? You hold so much more power than you know, and that power is magnified when you truly step into what it is that you desire out of life, because when you get what you want out of life, you're able to show up as a better version of you for all the people that are already in your life, making this world a better place. Why would the universe, why would God, Spirit, Source, not want for us to achieve the things that we want to achieve in our life, whatever that may be, if that's going to make us show up in this world as a better version of ourselves for ourselves and in turn for the people around us? Know that owning your power and owning your light and asking for what you want is not just doing you a great service, but it's actually benefiting the world. Take on that belief system that you stepping in your power is benefiting the world. Once you know what it is that you desire, you know that everything else is an illusion, all right? The world needs you to step into your power. Stop playing small. Remember that the universe supports expansive goals. The universe might not be delivering because it's like, honey, your goals are not big enough, right? You need to shoot for bigger so that I can deliver. Also, like attracts like, right? Think about law of attraction, manifestation, like attracts like. The universe, is the universe playing small? Is the universe shrinking itself so it doesn't get judged? Absolutely not. If we want to be supported by the universe, if we want to attract the universe's divine support and hand in our life, then we need to act like the universe, which is expansive, which is powerful, which is knowing what we bring to the table, showing up with our full expression of light and bringing that to the world. That's what the universe will support, because like attracts like. Once again, the universe itself is expansive, so why would it want to shrink itself to give you something small? Ever think about that? So that's all for me in this video, guys. I hope you got value out of it. If you did, please leave it a like and a comment down below letting me know what was the most valuable thing you got out of this video. Hit that subscribe button for new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And without further ado, I'll see ya in my next one. Bye. Love ya.